11:45 p.m. I was a little confused, but as long as it works.
Okay, all good.
Okay.
I'm in the East Coast. All right,
Me
so
too.
what do you
I'm
got?
in the East Coast too now. I lived in California for like a few years, but I was born here. So
Okay,
yeah, I'm here living here for about a year now again. I love it more for now, but it's always
whereabouts?
nice to visit. New York. I lived in New Jersey and New York growing up, like Upper East Side and then New Jersey, and then in California I lived in LA and Newport Beach.
Okay,
So,
cool.
yeah.
Well, I'm in New York too. Okay, so what happened? Tell me from the beginning.
So, I got in a relationship and oh, my cat. Go ahead. Go. Sorry. So, I don't know if you've ever dealt with um like bisexual relationships or like it doesn't matter to you, you're just like a just deal with breakups, but for me, I've been with men before too, but my last relationship was a girl, and we started out as friends and then we got in a relationship. She lives in California, so we were long distance, and it was really hard for me because it was my first long distance relationship. And I always went out to see her, and like I was the one that kind of took care of everything financially. Like she still lives with her family, so I got us Airbnbs and I paid for everything. If she needed help with things, like, I'd help her out, um, and all that stuff. And I always kind of felt like I was the like expected more communication. There are times like she lied about some things, like for attention. She told me she was going through something, she was in the hospital, and then I found out she wasn't. It was just a lot of manipulation things. And then like I would be like, okay, well, what's going on? Like, give me a call and tell me what's happening. And then she would kind of lie about certain things, and it was like that. But I try to ignore it as much as I could. So the last time I went to see her, we were at an Airbnb, and something happened that she got locked out when I was asleep, and she climbed in through like a window that was like part of the Airbnb, and then she broke the property. Like, so I'm in charge of it. Like, I have to pay because I'm the one liable, which is fine, but I just got upset about it. And there were a few other things, and when I started mentioning it to her, like, oh, like
You gotta have. Okay, all right. Hold on.
I'm just
Right,
trying to tell you what happened between us, like how.
right. So
Yeah.
let's just start out with how did you meet?
We met like on Instagram. We met through mutual friends on social media, and then we just started kind of FaceTiming and going live together and being friends. But then something happened. She had a boyfriend at the time, and her boyfriend was abusive and towards her, so they broke up. And then after that I went to see her as a friend, but since I like girls too, we started dating and talking more. So that's how we met online.
Okay. Okay, and then once you met, you got into a relationship shortly after.
Yeah, the same day we met.
You got into a relationship the day you met.
Yes. It was like a mutual agreement. Okay, like we're dating now.
Okay, when was that?
That was like beginning of spring, like April-ish, March. But we were talking still before that, but not officially because I never met her. I can't date someone unless I meet them in
Right.
person. So as soon as I met her, we agreed to that. And I was there for 3 days. Then I flew back home. And then we kind of agreed I would go see her here and there, like every couple weeks. And we talked every single day. And then after we got into this argument, she completely changed. Like it was her mistake because she caused the damage. She just got mad at me for addressing it. Like, she's like, it wasn't my fault. Did you want me to sleep outside of the house? Like, what did you want me to do if I couldn't get in the Airbnb? And I'm like, I don't know, but you're not even giving any sympathy or anything because I know you're not going to pay for it or offer to pay for it. So it's fine. But I'm just upset because they can also ban my Airbnb account, and then I like to travel and use the app for a lot of things. It's just inconvenient.
Right.
So that's after that, she completely became cold. And when I like texted her about it, like the situation, she blocked me on everything, changed her number. She texted me a
How
couple
far into the
times.
relationship was this?
Like how long distance?
No, like this Airbnb thing where you got blocked. How long into the relationship was that? Like,
Oh,
was it
this was a few months. This was just recently. This was like 2, 3 weeks ago. So I went to
how long
see
was
her.
the relationship?
How long the relationship was?
Yeah.
It was about like 5 months, but we were really talking for about a year. Like since she had the problem with her boyfriend, they weren't they were always fighting. They weren't really like together all the way. So we were kind of like talking, but not completely dating, obviously, because I haven't met her yet at that point a year ago when we started talking.
Okay. So, all right. So basically, she's in a relationship. You meet online,
Mm-hmm.
and the first day you meet in person, you get into a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and then a couple months later, we're talking about um, her blocking you, you getting an Airbnb, and all this stuff like this. What
Yeah.
can I ask you a question? What is your goal? What is your goal? Like, do you want to get her back, and then what? Do you want to be? You want to spend the rest of your life with her? Like, what do you want?
I don't know. I mean, because like I feel like just the way that we talked every single day, and it felt like we were really close, even though we were long distance. I feel like the way that it ended was completely wrong. Like she at least should have given me some closure or something. I don't know. Like I just feel like it's really heartbreaking because we've talked for the whole year too. Like we've been talking the whole time, kind of like having a crush on each other, but as friends because she was still in a relationship. But after this happened, it's really heartbreaking. Even if she was just a friend, even if she was like a relative, it's just wrong because I put so much effort into everything because I took care of the flights and the everything that anything she needed. If she needed help with anything, like I would take care of that. And I feel like I was just a really good person towards her, like relationship or not. So I feel like it's really hurtful. Like I've been very depressed the past 3 days. So I don't know. It's like 3 weeks, not 3 days. So I feel like I don't know what to do because first I tried to contact her cousin and her family and stuff like that to try to reach her, but I know that's not the way to do it. Like I need to give her a lot of space for her to reach out herself, right?
Yeah. And so what is like ultimately the reason? Like what is the reason for the breakup? Is there even a significant like did you
There's no significant reason. She just thought that she believed that I overreacted and that made her really anxious and
exactly. So this is probably some sort of avoidance, right? And
right,
likely I would say dismissive. So,
right,
probably a situation where maybe she really likes you. Sound like you had a great relationship and you did some fun stuff. You guys connected before you even met in person,
right,
which means that there was probably some level of emotional bonding. And then when you met each other, you got into a relationship, you already had a connection before you even met.
right,
Right? Now, obviously, I wouldn't recommend that the first time you see somebody in person, you get into a relationship with them. That doesn't really make sense. But you are already bonded, and maybe you were supporting her while she was in an abusive relationship. And so when you met each other, there was that connection already established. Now, probably the reason why I say she's probably dismissive avoidant is because when you did start spending time for a few months, maybe it was really intense and hot and heavy, and then it exploded over kind of nothing, right?
right.
And so when you say you need to give her space, I would tend to agree with that. I think probably the right idea is to give her some space. You said she blocked you?
So it was that she like sometimes she says things just to make it seem a certain way. The day that I try to confront her about what happened, she like when I was already home, she blocked me on one social media on TikTok. Her Instagram was already deactivated, so she kept it deactivated for a while.
Yep.
And then she changed her number. She didn't even block me. She changed her number, which I thought was so weird. I've never had anyone do that to me. And then I spoke to her cousin, which they're the closest to, like in her family, and then he gave me her new number, and then spoke to her, and she said that something happened to her phone, or she threw her phone, and that's why she can't use the number on the phone, and she has to fix it or like it got like water damage or something. I don't know like what it was, but she has my number. She's able to. There's so many apps. She has like a computer. There's so many apps you can use. Google Voice, like she can use her family's like phones. Like it's not an excuse. She just doesn't want to talk to me, and she still has me blocked on TikTok. So that's the only like social media she has right now. So it's like her choice, not her phone.
You don't have her on Instagram?
I have her on Instagram, but she has it deactivated right now. She was going through a move, like she was moving houses, so she felt really stressed out. So she decided to take a break from social media. So she only has TikTok right now.
She took a break from social media, but she's on TikTok. Okay,
Right.
right.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sense. Okay. Okay. And when she blocked you, when she cut it off, it sounded like it was a situation with the Airbnb thing. Did she explicitly say, "I'm done with you, the relationship's over"? Or did
No, we never formally broken up. She just got really, really mad at me at that time. She got even a little aggressive, like she was shouting at me, and I was telling her to calm down. Like, if we go outside and or you like shout in the house, there's gonna be a problem. You're not in your own house. Like, this is, and I was just like trying to have her calm down because I don't deal with people like that. Like, I don't deal with aggressive people. At least like I've had family members like that, but we have boundaries. Like, I don't let anyone talk to me that way. So I let her know, and then she got really mad. Then she calmed down, and then we kind of made up for it. Was like the last day I was there. And then when I flew back home, I gave it like a day, and then I texted her, "Hey, this was not okay. Like, we're all human, but what happened is not okay. The way you spoke to me wasn't okay, and all of that stuff. Like, I'm not asking you to pay for things that you damaged. It's not about the money. It's the way that I was treated."
but
Um,
when you're talking about the things you did for her, you're talking about money though.
right. And she didn't like that also because she's saying like I can't I don't have the same lifestyle as you, I guess she's saying. So that's why I hate when you bring up money because I never ask you to pay for anything.
What's the difference in the lifestyle?
Well, I my whole life, like, I moved to Beverly Hills when I was 17. I've had my family help me out. I'm not saying I'm like the wealthiest person, but I've had money growing up. I made money on social media. I've been on a few shows, like I made money from TV shows, reality shows. I do real estate. I recently started real estate. So I'm a hustler. I work really hard for like, that's a goal to me, to be financially stable and do well in life. She has a lot of mental problems. She never really had a real job. She's done some things like, on the side, like some side hustles, but she always tells me I'm broke. I need money for this. I need help for that. And then also, she, like, even for the simplest things, like, and she lied to me about how much money she has too. Like, she would tell me I don't have money just like to even go drive to somewhere else. Like, I don't know, like, I used for a simple thing, and then she showed me her bank account. I was like, well, how much money do you have? Like, you need a new phone, you need this. And she's like, oh yeah, I have like a few hundred there, a few hundred. Like, obviously not enough to support herself, but she lies about how much she has too, just to get more out of people. But that's the difference. She doesn't really have any goals. She's not goal oriented, but it's because she has, like, she's been through a lot. She grew up with.
That's what I was gonna go to. So
Yeah.
like, okay, so the way that you're gonna reattract her is there's two things. First, you have to have goals with her that you guys have talked about. Have you talked? Let's forget about finances, like between you two, because it sounds like you don't even know what you want out of it. You just want to get her back. You just want her to talk to you again, right?
I just,
Or do you
yeah,
want to with her?
she was like, she has those two sides, like the ones that she showed after the breakup, and then she has like a really caring side to her. Well, she'll always check up on you, what you're doing. Like, I had a surgery, she would call me and text me throughout the whole process, and like sometimes my family doesn't do that for me. So that, like, it was nice. Like, she has that side of her, but then she has a completely opposite side. Like, she uses whatever is like beneficial to her.
Oh, but I'm saying, did you ever talk about a future with her?
Yeah, we did. We did. And
And what
she
did that look like?
she wanted to get better. She wanted to start you know, doing things on her own too, and start b- taking her career more seriously.
That's about her as an
Yeah.
individual. What about
Yeah,
you?
we did. We did talk about that. Yeah.
Did that
But
look like?
eventually we wanted to like move in together in California, in LA, somewhere, but she, like, it was all always on me. Like, it would be like I would have to do all the work and take care of everything. It wasn't ever like, I don't know, but even the simplest things, like I said,
How old are you?
24.
You're 24. Okay, so you guys are pretty young then. But I'm
She's
saying,
also
yeah.
24.
So what I'm saying is like, typically when I have these conversations, like, what is the goal? Are we gonna have like a marriage, a family? What do we really want out of this? Did you have that conversation with her?
We did, like, we talked about it all the time, but I guess we're still young to like just commit. I feel like we'd need at least like a couple years, maybe a few years of just getting to know each other before doing that. Because this happened so fast, and it wasn't from my side. So
Mhm.
like, if this continues happening, if we do talk after, and then it happens throughout the years, obviously I can't live with this type of person.
Right, exactly.
So
So what I would say is, in your situation, since you guys are young and you didn't really talk about like serious future plans, what I would say is I would advise you to think about things that happened that were funny, where you guys laughed. Maybe you went to like a bar or a restaurant or a park or something. Went on some sort of date. There was some sort of funny experience. And I would give her, when's the last time you talked to her?
A couple days ago, but she just sent me a message like, I have to fix my phone. My phone is acting up. Like nothing. And I was like, I'll help you out. I'll take care of you. Like I'll take care of your phone.
Right. So
And then she never texted me back after that. I was like, no, I'm not fixing your phone anymore, girl.
right.
Like,
Yeah, that's bullshit. Right.
bullshit.
Sorry. So wait about 6 weeks. Wait 6 weeks, leave her alone for 6 weeks. And then in 6 weeks, reach out and just say, do you have a car?
Right. Oh,
You-
me? Yes.
Okay.
I have a car, but since we are long distance, usually when like we use like have a driver, like use Uber or something. Like if I fly all the way to her.
So, okay. But
She
anyway,
doesn't have she has her family's car, but she doesn't drive.
okay. So I'm saying in your area, is there a place where you two went where something funny happened?
Oh
Like,
yeah, we went out a lot. Yeah,
is
in
there,
her area.
and is there anything you could think of where you guys were dying laughing?
Yeah, a lot. We had a lot of most of the moments memories we had are like that. Or
Okay. So this is what you're going to do. Take 6 weeks. I want you to read a book, exercise every day. Okay. Take care of your finances. Be good to yourself, right? Treat yourself well for 6 weeks. Leave her alone for 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, what you're going to do is you're going to say, just drove by that spot where this funny thing happened, right? Let's just say you went to an Italian restaurant and she spilled a glass of wine. Just drove by that spot where you spilled a glass of wine on the waiter's shirt. Reminded me of you. Hope all is well. That's what you're going to say. Okay. It doesn't matter what it is. That's just an example. Think of something funny that happened. Wait 6 weeks. Be good to yourself in those 6 weeks. She's going to be wondering what's going on, why you're not reaching out. Right now, you've been reaching out to her. She's in this place where she has dumper's confidence. So she
Yeah.
feels she's in control of the situation. So if you're trying to reach out to her, she's going to make up bullshit. My phone is broken and da-da-da-da. And she's going to
yeah,
emotional games with you. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to think about like a serious future, right? If you're trying to get her back, if you're trying to talk to me about getting her back, that means you're serious about it. Okay, so think about what you want out of the situation. If you're just trying to get her back because your ego's hurt, then that's not the right approach, right? If it's just about your ego and just somebody rejected you and now you're trying to get them back, right? That's not it. But if it's serious to you, think about what you actually want, have it in your mind, right? Like, I want a relationship. I want to move in together in 2027, 28, whatever it is. This is the career I want. I want to support you in this. Like, have things and write them down on paper, what you actually want out of the situation. In 6 weeks, just drove by that spot where it could be a park, it could be a movie theater, it could be anything. If you guys watched a funny movie together, whatever it is, you're just going to say, I just drove by that place. It reminded me of this funny experience. Hope all is well. What you are signaling to her is that you're not just sitting there in your bedroom alone thinking about her. You're going
Right.
through your day-to-day life and you stumbled upon something that reminded you of a funny experience you had, and then hope all is well. Not how's it going. You don't want to ask her any questions because questions kind of put a pressure to respond. So 6 weeks is enough because this is only a 5-month situation. I know you're 24, but start thinking like you're past your age
Yeah.
about what you want out of it. Write it down on paper. I want to live here with her. This is the career I want. This is what I want to support her with. Okay. Leave her alone for 6 weeks and then just come back with a funny memory. When she responds, don't respond right away. You don't want to be glued to your phone. Take at least an hour or two to respond to messages. Be short, simple, and sweet. Be playful. When she's ready to meet you, you're going to flirt with her. Don't talk about anything emotional, about the relationship, the dynamics. I miss you. I love you. I need you. Don't say anything like that. Just keep it playful and lighthearted. Okay?
Got it. And
And flirt with her when you see her in person. Flirt with her. Tell her she looks beautiful. Stuff like this. Okay?
the only thing, what if she contacts me before the 6 weeks? Should I reply?
You're going to follow the same texting principles. Don't respond
Okay.
in 2 minutes, right? Take a little bit longer to respond. Be playful, be lighthearted, and you want to guide it towards, I'm busy right now. I'm going into yoga or I'm going into the gym, but let's catch up in person. Whenever you're free, you can text with her back and forth a little bit, 8 or 10 messages each. That's fine. But don't be texting her for 3 days straight,
Right.
going back and forth, talking about how much you miss her and all this stuff like that. Keep it lighthearted and gear it towards meeting up in person to catch up because you're busy doing new things that maybe you weren't doing before. Maybe it's a book club, maybe it's swimming, maybe it's yoga, maybe it's the gym, whatever it is. Okay?
Okay. Sounds
All right.
good.
I got to hop, but
All right. Thank you so much.
take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye.
Bye.